Hey guys, Mr. T here for another video. I was racking my brain. I know if you've noticed I haven't posted in a while. So I was racking my brain about what I wanted to do, and I came up with like 5 different ideas. And I thought instead of picking, let's just do them all. So I'm gonna start a brand new mini series, and then I'm gonna sprinkle in a few side videos, both Pokemon and non-Pokemon here and there. And then we'll go from there. That'll finish us out through the end of the year, and then I'll think of something cool to do for next year. I can't believe we're talking about the end of the year already. Oh my god. So this mini series is gonna be. I am gonna be doing it. It's gonna be kind of a two-parter. So I was looking at the national Pokedex, the 1,025 Pokemon, and as I'm playing Legend ZA, it really got me thinking. I've ranked my 10 favorite Pokemon, and I've ranked favorite Pokemon, and a lot of the Pokemon I rank are in the earlier generations, which kind of nostalgic, kind of not. There's a lot of reasons. So then I thought, okay, there's a lot of great Pokemon across all the different generations. So I decided I'm going to actually rank my top 10 favorite Pokemon from each generation of Pokemon. So there's going to be 9 videos total, and then hopefully next year there'll be a 10th one, because when Gen 10 comes out, hopefully if it comes out next year. And that's the first part. The second part of these videos is I'm releasing them in my reverse order of my favorite Pokedexes, okay? So what that means is, the order of the videos I'm posting these in, this is going to be video technically 9th place, so it's the first video, but it's 9th place because I like to do it in reverse order. This is the order in which I rank each region's complete Pokedex, and I'm doing it as a whole. So the entire Pokedex, so all the Pokemon in that region's Pokedex, or all the Pokemon that came out in that game. So for Gen 6, we have Kalos, which was the X and Y games. Okay, so I basically took every Pokemon that came out in those games and that generation, and I'm ranking them, and they ultimately ended up as 9th place. Okay, now I know some people are thinking, oh my god, you're putting Kalos last? Like, what are you talking about? And again, none of the games are overtly bad. Right? Like, none of the Pokemon games are just downright horrible. Yes, some could have been better. Yes, there's some that could have had some better items, some better Pokemon, sure. And there are some Pokemon, let's be honest, there are some Pokemon that are just garbage, right? But, I mean, when we look at the real world and look at animals, not every animal is a cool animal, right? A lot of people hate certain animals. A lot of people love certain animals. It just is what it is. So, I'm going to go through and rank my top 10. My least favorite Pokedex is the Gen 6 or the Kalos Pokedex, okay? And yeah, so rules are simple. Only one Pokemon from each direct family line, and I put the word direct in there because of evolutions, and you'll see what I mean when we get to further games. Don't worry, Sylveon's not on this list. I hate Sylveon. I don't like fairy type either. I wish that they would have did light instead of fairy, light and dark and all that. But I digress. No regional forms, but the regional form can help influence the original. I don't have anything on this list that would be play a factor in, but I do have that on other lists as well. And then no limit on starters or legendaries. Again, I know some people like to limit one starter or one legendary, and I've done that in other videos, or no legendaries. I have done that in other videos, but I feel if I'm ranking the entire Pokedex from that region, I need to rank the entire Pokedex of that region. So that's why I said, if it's in that region, in that generation, it's fair game. So my number 10 is Helioptile. And the reason I chose Helioptile instead of Heliolisk is I just think he's got this cute little face. He's this cute little Pokemon, and when he evolves into Heliolisk, I'm not a fan of like the little like neck thing. It gets too Spanish conquistador-y and stuff like that. Even though technically Kalos is based on the French, but I just think he's a cool little Pokemon. It's fun to watch him in Legend ZA. Oh, and I'm not gonna lie, Legend ZA, which honestly I think is much better than people give it out to be. And I'll do a whole nother video on that down the road that I'm working on. But it's so cool to see him like run around in Legend ZA, and he's just a cute Pokemon altogether. I actually just caught one tonight to help finish out my Pokedex in that game too. But he's just a cool little Pokemon. He's got a nice little cute little smile. Plus, I do actually kind of like his shiny form, his red. I think it is a decent shiny. I've been noticing that shinies pop up a lot more in Legend ZA than most games. And because I've never really paid too much attention to shinies other than like my few favorites like Charizard and stuff. But I've noticed there's a lot of crappy shinies. Like Gengar, for instance. You can't even tell the difference. I caught a shiny Ghastly. I'm not even going to evolve him because he actually looks better than shiny Gengar. So I'm just leaving him a Ghastly. But I digress. Now, my number 9 is Fennekin, and I almost put Fennekin a little higher. Now, no hate to Delphox or Braxian. I saw the leak of Delphox's Mega Evolution. It looks pretty cool, but I like Fennec Foxes. You know, we have one at the local Phoenix Zoo we go to, and I love seeing it. It's a cute little Pokemon. It's a cute little animal, you know. So I just like Fennekin. You know, he's cool. Plus, if you saw my video where I ranked Pokemon I like the lower evolutions better than the higher evolutions, Fennekin was actually on that list. Now, my next one, his Mega actually helped put him higher on this list. I probably should have put him even higher. I think I should have swapped my 8 and 7, but, you know, I already made the video and I didn't want to refilm it, okay? And that's Hawlucha. When they were revealing the new Mega Evolutions, they cooked with his Mega. His Mega is actually legit. Like, if I remade my favorite Megas list from a while back, he would probably maybe make the top 10. Maybe like 11 or 12 with an honorable mention. But his Mega is cool. Plus, Hawlucha is just a cool Pokemon. I like the Luchador vibe. You know, I really liked Ash's Hawlucha that he had in this series. I didn't really watch too much of the XY series, but I know he had him for a little bit. And I just think he's cool. Plus, seeing him in the game is actually fun watching him run around in the game. I actually used Hawlucha on my original team when I originally played Pokemon X and Y. Now, my next one, I'm just a sucker for regional birds, and this is no different, especially because this regional bird is my second favorite type, and that's Talonflame. I think he's got a cool design. I like his shiny version, and again, I love fire. It's my second favorite type. Flying is like my third, fourth, fifth favorite, depending on the day, but I just think he's a cool Pokemon. I think he's got a cool design, and I just think overall, he was fun to have on my team, especially in the original X and Y. I didn't really use him much in Legend ZA, but I definitely had him on my team when I was in the original X and Y games. Now, my number 6, and I probably could have swapped 7 and 6, you know, who knows. But my number 6 is Noivern. Right? It's actually funny because I keep getting, I used to get Noivern mixed up and thought he was like a Gen 8 Pokemon, and then I keep remembering like, oh no, he is Gen 6. He is like that far back. So I like Noivern. I really like Noibat too. Like, honestly, I could probably put them equal with each other. I think Noibat's this cute little Pokemon, but Noivern is so cool. I mean, he's a dragon, but he's a bat, basically. And he's got these giant, like, sonic ears that, you know, shoot out and stuff. And his design is so cool. Like, look at that. He has such an amazing design. And his Pokedex entries are cool where he can, like, I think it's like one of them is like he can speed through the sky at supersonic speeds or something like that. And he's just a cool Pokemon. I actually used him in a couple games, not just X and Y. So he is a solid Pokemon. Plus, he's really stacked in battle, too. Now, my numbers 5, getting in my top 5, is Tyrantrum. I think Tyrantrum is probably one of the cooler fossil Pokemon. Honestly, I think the only fossil Pokemon off the top of my head I would probably put above him is maybe Aerodactyl. He's a cool looking Pokemon. I mean, he's a Tyrannosaurus Rex. I mean, you know, which boy didn't go through a phase where T-Rexes were like their favorite thing ever? So the fact that we finally got a T-Rex Pokemon is so cool. And a rock dragon typing, I mean, you know, I know there's some moves that would destroy him, but it's still a cool typing. And I just think he's all around a solid Pokemon. And Tyron is really cool too. It's this cute little like baby T-Rex. It's so cool. So much better than, what's his name? Amoris or however you pronounce it. So much better than him. Leaps and bounds better. Again, easily the best or one of the best fossil Pokemon. Really, only Aerodactyl has the chance of usurping him. Can't talk. Now, my number 4, 100% is influenced by Legend ZA. But you know what? Who cares? Legend ZA is actually a pretty fun, cool game, but 100% influenced by him, and that's why he made it this high. He was already on my list. Like, I would honestly, pre-Legend ZA, I'd still put him like maybe 10, maybe 9. But after Legend ZA, easily jumped up to my number 4. I almost put him number 3, but it just felt wrong to put him at in the top 3. And that's Zygarde, specifically the 10% form. I love the 10% form. I actually don't like Zygarde's 50% form. Complete form is awesome, but I love his 10% form. This little dog Pokemon that helped you and accompanying you through the whole game. I actually, after I caught Zygarde, I've actually just kept him at his 10% form. I didn't even try. I don't think I've changed him once using his core. So I just love this. I mean, it's literally a cute little green and black dog that follows you around. It's fun to have him out of his Pokeball running around with you in the game. And he's got a solid typing, and he is tough. Like, if you've played Legends ZA, and if you haven't, I really don't care about spoilers. It's been out for over a month now. But when you battle him in the very end of the game, and kind of like the Arceus match from Legends Arceus, he is tough and solid. I mean, that was a hard match. He is just so cool. Plus, in the final battle, when you actually get to use him on your side against the tower, it was such a cool and epic battle. Like, easily, Legends ZA easily made him my top 5. Now, for my top 3, it just felt wrong not putting this Pokemon on a list. And don't get me wrong, I love him, especially Ash's version of him. But that one comment should easily make you understand which one Pokemon this is. But it felt wrong not putting him in the top 3. I know some people are going to say he should be number 1, but he's never truly been my number 1, but he's always been my top 5, maybe top 3, and that's Greninja. I mean, I love Greninja. Easily one of the better starter Pokemon. I mean, Pokemon cooked with him. This is one of the very few examples where I like the water starter more than the fire starter. There's not a whole lot of examples of that happens when I truly like the fire over the water. But again, Greninja is just so solid. And again, Ash's Greninja was amazing. I was actually just reading an article the other day that the reason that Charizard, I don't even remember the guy's name, not Lance or Leon, neither of them. It was the other guy's Charizard. The reason he beat Greninja was because, like, they were actually planning on having Ash with his Greninja win that battle in the show. But Ash's Greninja was actually starting to become more popular than Pikachu. And they had to have Greninja lose to get him out of the way. I don't know how truthful that is, and I don't know if that actually was the reason on Nintendo, but it's interesting to think of, because like when you start thinking of it, it actually makes sense. So I thought that was kind of a cool concept. But now my number 2 used to be my number 1. I've actually made a video before that put this at my number 1, but again, Legends ZA, kind of came in hard on me, and I actually kind of like the game. But my number 2 is Pyroar. If you've played Legends ZA, oh my god, Pyroar Alley, honestly, best thing you can do if you're playing Legends ZA and you want to do a quick rank up on some Pokemon, you don't want to wait for Nightfall, go to Pyroar Alley, okay, that's in Wild Zone 17, get a Pokemon. My Pokemon that I've been using is Gyarados. Get a Pokemon that can use multiple area of effects. My Gyarados has Earthquake and Surf. And just go in there, you use Surf twice, you've basically taken out all the females, you use one more move, and the male alpha is done. And you get so much experience points doing that. Wait for Nightfall and just repeat it. It is the easiest way to farm XP and the fastest way to farm it. Because when you get there, most of those Pokemon are in their high 40s or 50s. So you run through Pyroar Alley a couple times, you have a Pokemon like Gyarados, super easy. Gyarados almost never loses any HP, and when you're hitting these with Surf and Earthquake, it wipes them out. Such a good technique to farm some XP if you're looking to evolve Pokemon. But yeah, I like Pyroar. Litleo is so great. Pyroar has always been on my X and Y team, so it's just a solid Pokemon. Now, for my number 1, again, Legends ZA had a huge part to play with this, but I always did like this Pokemon. So it wasn't like, this Pokemon easily could have been a top 5 pre-Legends ZA, but after Legends ZA, I had to put it number 1, and that's Floette. I like Pokemon that have different forms, and I don't mean like shinies, I mean like different colors. Like Floette has 5 different colors. And then you have, Oricorio with the 4 different versions, and then Sawsbuck and so on. And I actually like being able to capture all versions of it. I actually have all 5 colors of Flabébé, Floret, and Florges. But then, as is Floette. The black one, it's so cool, and its mega is actually solid. I think it's a cool mega, and I actually kind of like the concept behind it. Like, Floette was so powerful, it needed to be tamed, and it had the ability to live forever, basically, and it just... I thought it was a cool story concept, and that's why Floette got so high on my list. Again, Legends EA did it, but it's still a good Pokemon, and it's funny because I don't even like Fairy type. It's my least favorite type, but yet Floette gets such a high spot on my list. So, yeah. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you liked the video. Stick around for my next one where we're going to rank number 8 on the 9 regions. And, yeah, stick around for some other videos too. So, as always, stay beautiful, Americans, and peace.